So, let's make this easy today. Age of Ultron. Is this the topic? No, that's for another day. Although we did catch up on it. Today I decided to go over a few things that have been rants from people and do one of my own. First off, there has been a number of issues for last year about geeks especially and fanboys and girls who obviously defend their particular brand to a T. Now understand that a lot of you might not see it, but you're hypocrites. I'm not trying to be rude, just factual. What happens is somebody who's a fanboy for DC sits there and gets mad at everybody from Marvel who's a fanboy saying this is right, this is wrong, blah, 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 and then do the exact same shit back and rants about how bad and terrible that other group is. Please. Idiocy only stretches so far, and there's about 6 billion in the world. So let's not push the numbers anymore if we don't have to. But we are a collective people who take fandism a little too far. Me, yes, I'm called the Marvel asshole. I understand that. And it's mostly because my favorite character of all time is actually the Incredible Hulk. Do I stand by him fully? Yes. Do I like everything they do with him? No. Will I say that? I just did. So, let's get it out of the way. I am not your typical fanboy. Number one, I don't mind pointing out what's wrong with Marvel because in all essence, the only way they'll ever get better is if they hear the complaints. The one time you know when your crowd is exactly not happy to a point of, how should I say, emissaries, is when they quit talking and they no longer have something to say to you. When absolute silence is there, you've either done something completely right or completely fucking wrong. So when you hear these complaints, it's pretty much what you expect. So I decided to bring in, this is Stormy Smith, what she goes by. She is also my fiance. We don't see eye to eye. The reason that she's being used today simply is because she is not a geek on any level in terms of comic movies, brand names, etc. Everything she's been exposed to is through me, Leonard, the DC fanboy, and a few of our other nerdy friends, etc. and so forth. So it's not entirely true. Yeah, it is.
I had other geeky qualities before I met you guys.
Like
just
what?
Not comics and video games.
Then what?
Animes.
You had how many animes before you met me?
I was very into animes, thank you very much.
Name 6 of them. That you didn't watch. Or that you watched before me and my friends came around. I bet you can't do it. There we go. You see my point? This is one of those people. So, basically, she's seen this time and time again. And don't get me wrong, Leonard, for one, he's a DC fanboy, Superman big time. And I actually respect everything he has to say, and I love that part. But I guess even he has gotten to the point at times when he gets a little frustrated and, you know, sees what other fanboys are doing and it drives him crazy. Well, I just want you to know, big bro, that that is life and shit happens. So, let's just get this straight. No matter which team you're rooting for, as long as they make a movie that makes the base of the fandom happy, that means the other company has to compete. When the two companies have to compete, it means us as the fans win. Now, a lot of you would disagree with that because the first thing you're going to say is, oh, they ruined this villain. Oh, they totaled the story. You ever wonder why they don't repeat the comics exactly? It's because they need something new.
And that's copyright.
Copyright infringement, unless they have a direct copy. But the copyrights, in all essence, you don't want your universes to be the same as your comics, or you're pretty much just repeating everything to make $1. They change little things here and there. That way they can add some diversity according to the producer or the storyboard directors. They all get their little piece. That way everybody's happy. Now, once you get past that whole delusion that everything should be exactly according to the mainstream, you will start to realize that you should just enjoy the movies for what they are. This goes for video games as well. They are literally your hopes of seeing something great come out of a superhero epidemic at this point. I say epidemic in a good way. The flow of comic movies, etc. and so forth, is growing ever greatly. And the good thing is that most of these movies teach moral lines, whether they're funny or completely brutal. The question is how many of us help reinforce this with our children? Now, as the Marvel asshole, I'll tell you, most of us just fuck it up because we'd rather complain about everything that was wrong in the movie. Now, video games, on the other hand, let's just look at how older generation says everything. Video games do not help anything. They make you violent, like shooter games, racing games, San Andreas. I mean, I can go off into all the complaints you've heard over the years. The truth is eye-hand coordination in video games has improved that coordination part of the body by over 80%, meaning that people can actually use their eyes and hands at the same time, something that a lot of people thought was an unusable talent.
Hey, you know what you use your eyes and hands for at the same time?
Everything. Yeah, exactly. The fact that guns and stuff are involved, people, it's not the gun's fault. It's the person holding the fucking gun. So let's get that out of the way. Violence comes from human beings, not from materials. On top of all this, what we've got, I'm going to give her a minute to say what she thinks about the whole fandom. So, get that swallowed. Try not to spit. I don't know if they'd appreciate it.
It's already swallowed. So.
All right, cool. Go ahead. Tell them what you see and what you hear.
I don't know. Well,
you don't have to use names.
I am around him and his brother a lot.
Which brother?
Leonard.
Oh,
the one that you do videos with. No. You and CR don't get into the major.
Yeah, we do.
Fanboy.
He's a spy.
Nowhere near as bad.
Well, that's because we look like characters out of Marvels.
Okay, but this isn't meant to be mean against his brother or anything. They have the same argument every time they're together. It's about Superman.
Quit hitting the table.
And whoever he decided he wanted to have go against him at that point. Or the fact that the Avengers destroyed an entire city. Or that Superman destroyed an entire city. They justify it, and the reasons behind justifications don't make sense all the time. Like, oh, it's just this person. Or, oh, there's one person killing a bunch of things, and you destroyed an entire city. There's an entire army killing an entire army of space things, and they destroyed a city. That's kind of logical.
Anyway, the direct comment there is based on the Avengers versus Man of Steel. Man of Steel, you'll hear the argument that he faced Kryptonians. I want to remind you that he fought 2 Kryptonians at once and destroyed, 4 city blocks? And then took on Zod and ended up destroying most of the city. While the Avengers took on an entire stream of aliens with varying abilities and size. And as it's been put by, of course, Marvel fans, it took 6 of them to hold everything still and 2 of them to take on the baddie, more or less. Okay, these are all valid points. None of this I really argue with, nor I really care about. My criticisms comes directly from the movie itself. All I gotta say is, people of DC, please watch Man of Steel a little closer. Watch what they say at the beginning about everything, including the 3 times gravity on Krypton, and for some reason Zod's still not stronger than Superman after hitted with the red light, which is supposed to completely drain his cells of all their power. Can't use cell saturation at that point, people. I'm sorry, you're kind of beating around the tree. When it comes to the Avengers, I can see a lot of things in their faults too. I mean, the ending of the first Avengers, for example, Tony Stark is a wreck. Okay. And he goes through the whole next movie, and he shows these little jitters here and there. He's human, for God's sakes, people. You're criticizing him for something that is a fear.
He prepared himself to die.
He prepared himself to die and somehow lived. All right? You don't expect that kind of shit every day. Now, would I expect that from one of the greater heroes, say like Thor or even the Incredible Hulk at this rate? No. Thor has been on the brink of death so many times. That's what Asgard's about. So that wouldn't surprise me. The thing with Tony, that wasn't surprising, and it shouldn't have surprised anybody. It'd be like you stepping in front of a bomb and surviving, and you're not afraid of them for some reason. You're just stupid. Get over it. That's what it was. Man of Steel, same thing. People were fine with him killing Zod in the older movies. The minute he fucking does it in Man of Steel, everybody blows a gasket. Okay, my complaint, I'll be flat about it, is he committed genocide himself. Instead of taking the time to try getting rid of Zod on its own, taking the fight elsewhere, and then coming back and using the Kryptonian DNA, including what was inside himself, as you all know, to rebirth a whole nation of people who had cures for cancer and everything that could save the very world he was trying to save from genocide. Apparently didn't cross his mind. He let everything fry and explode. That's my issue. That's not the Superman I was raised with. I'm sorry. That's probably where it comes from, is the age gap. Did I have a problem with the fact he did it? No, it's just when people bring it up, they want to fucking praise him for being the first time on the job. Oh, I'm sorry, people. Come on now. He's invulnerable. Is he really a hero? He can't be hurt. I mean, what danger is he in? At least the Hulk bleeds.
I think the line I'm thinking of has actually been said in a movie. You're really not a hero until you really
risk your life.
Yeah.
Which is what made the whole death of Superman so important to me when it came out. Do I have any problems with DC? No. And I will flat out admit it on this video. They rule television. Okay? They rule a lot of the animation qualities. Marvel puts out freaking crap called Marvel Knights, which is basically a stand fucking free comic. It's retarded. It doesn't look good. I don't know why they do it. It's a waste of anybody's money. And if you like it, I'm sorry, but it's true. DC rules television, alright? Plain and simple. There is no argument. Marvel seems to try to think that they can compete on a level where it's about short stories. Marvel can't do it. Marvel's never done good stories. Ever. Read one good short story in my entire fucking span of lifetime. Never fucking happened. Everything is branched out, it's long, it's epic. It's movie size. DC, the direct opposite. It's short to the point stories, and it used to be more moral stories, you know. And let's remember when they both started. DC was a very serious comic, while Marvel was the more children's kind of stories. It was more about age groups with Marvel. Did they eventually fall through? Yes. They made some great mistakes, and eventually they got picked up by Disney, and oh god, did I hate that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fucking hated it. But then they produced a little animation show called Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That is the best damn Marvel show that was ever produced. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That series was good and to the point. It flowed. It was awesome. I will take that over any of them. Followed shortly by Spectacular Spider-Man, which was a series that came out before that. It was just, they've done a couple good ones, but they're not on DC's level, okay? But the same note, DC can't do a decent movie worth of shit. Number one, like in Man of Steel, they contradict themselves in the movie themselves, and they expect fans not to like it. Marvel fucks the villains up. They take iconic villains, and they change them so badly that they look like pieces of shit. Mandarin. Anybody who thought that was a good movie, please dip your head in acid and rip out your eyes. It's just a fact. No, I don't prefer either of the comics. Do I have preferable heroes? Yes. Marvel and DC, in fact. And I even like Image and other Dark Horse. Stuff that we don't even bring up as of yet. And we're more than happy to answer your guys' questions. Just remember, you can hate us all you want. You can like us all you want. But when you ask us a question, we're going to be honest with you. It's just the facts. A view is a view. That's all we care about. We want to get out there for you guys. If you want to take something up with one of us, say you're a DC fan and you want to hear Leonard's piece and not mine, just say it. It's not a big deal. We will compromise, do whatever. We want to make you guys as happy as we are with ourselves. We just like our opinions heard. We are nerds. That's what we do. All right. Other than that, I just want to get out one little rant about this. For the last year, especially now that the new movie's coming out, the old facade of Goku versus Superman's come up 3 billion fucking times a week. Let's just get this out of the way.
It's a funny rap battle, by the way.
Yeah, it's a funny rap battle. Which, actually, Superman did win that.
Yeah.
I remember right, yeah.
No, actually... Wait,
no, in my opinion, Superman won that. Yeah. I'm a Goku fan. Not legitimately Goku, more Dragon Ball. I'm more of a Vegeta fan. But, in the end, this is why Goku will never win. Goku won't sacrifice people at all, ever. Neither will Superman. So what the difference comes down to is who's going to take the heavier blow to save everyone around them. And let's face it, Goku, if you listen to the power ratings, at 1 million could destroy a planet with pretty much one finger. Superman can punch a planet, explode it. Guys, there's a difference. One's energy, one is physical might. If you don't understand the difference between the two, you're stupid. So let's put it this way. What's going to happen is Goku's going to use ki, which is actually a physical form of energy if you look it up, not magic. So you guys need to get over that bullshit right there. It's not magic in any form. It's inner body strength. It is a form of physical power. It's ki. It's mystic. No, it's spiritual. There is a difference according to the way they rate it in the comic worlds. So get that out of the way, and Superman is going to take a shot to the chest from the Super Kamehameha Wave, the Big Bang Kamehameha Wave, anything you throw at him, and he's going to stand there after standing up out of the rubble, because none of that crap is going to hurt him as bad as you want it to. While on the other hand, a simple punch from someone like Raccoon or Frieza or Cell almost leveled Goku flat when he actually got physically hit instead of just blocking. Superman is 6 billion times the strength of these people. So when he wants to flick a booger, he's going to kill Goku. Okay? If you get down to it, it's going to be booger flicking versus ki blast. And booger flicking is going to win. Alright? That's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. But in all essence, Superman is always as strong as he is going to be. Until Goku either destroys the sun, eliminating his power source, which he won't do because he won't sacrifice all the people. Give that fucking bag to either Vegeta or Piccolo and see what happens. Or Kryptonite, I mean, give it to either one of them, see what the fuck happens. Superman would lose to them because they are violent and willing to sacrifice people. That's what makes them badasses. Goku is a good man who enjoys a good fight, and he loves his opponents at their highest power. Letting Superman get to his highest power is basically asking him to wipe his ass with your face. So, quit doing it, quit arguing about it. It's done, it's over. Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 3, 4, even fucking God Goku, on a physical level will never beat Superman. It's that simple. He's faster than Goku, instant transmission locks onto the powers. Sure, go ahead. Appear behind him, hit him with your beam, let him turn around, grab your face, and kill you. I don't care, that's your business. It's not going to happen.
You said earlier, wipe his ass.
Yeah, wipe his ass with his face. So, that's what it's going to boil down to. I'm sorry, Goku fans. I mean, I really am. He's a great guy. I loved him, especially in the original Dragon Ball series. But the truth is you can't beat Superman, especially the way he's OP now. You just can't do it. No one can. That's why he's not a hero in my eyes anymore. He's basically an overpowered alien who thinks he's some kind of human. Whether you guys like that or not, I'm sorry. The heroes, to me, are the ones who can get hurt. People who every day would go out there and risk damage. You know, people with certain levels of durability. Say, like Luke Cage. That's a hero for you. I've seen him take beatings from people like the Incredible Hulk, which breaks bones and shit. The point is that they're a hero because they know they're going to get hurt. They know they're sacrificing something to do it. That's what the measure of a hero should be in most of your guys' eyes. And I hope you all can get over that. As for the whole geek fandom, don't let another fanboy upset you so much that it changes your views. Guys, as long as we keep competing, the companies keep competing. And as long as they're competing, guess who wins? Like I said before, we do. So let's make them work their asses off to make us happy, and let's get some good shows out of this. We will be doing our Age of Ultron review here in a bit. And hopefully, if any of you got some questions, say you've already seen the show, you want to put them up beforehand, go ahead and hit them out there and we'll strike them all during our conversation. No matter what the topic, we'll tackle it. Video games, movies, comic books, please bring it up. We appreciate it. Stormy's sitting out. Say bye.
Bye.
Peace.